Welcome, fellow collectors, Transformers fans, fans of unboxings, fans of my channel, fans of welcome all to another Transformers unboxing. Today we have Transformers Legacy Evolution Detritus. Detritus is from the last wave of deluxes for the Transformers Legacy Evolution line. Next up, Transformers Legacy United? I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so this is the last deluxe wave. These guys are going to be hard to find, as all last waves tend to be. So if you're interested in this, get it soon. Get it when you see it. Get it off of Amazon, whatever you do. The last wave is usually the hardest wave to get, due to brick and mortar stores just not ordering the last wave, and they're interested in the new thing, which will be the new line, the third wave of Legacy. So hard to keep track of everything. But Detritus, he is a deluxe edition, deluxe version, deluxe Transformer. He is a Decepticon. He is also a JUNKION. There's some artwork there. Artwork there in vehicle mode. You might notice he resembles a certain Autobot named Hound. There's Legacy artwork. And there is the product shots on the back. QR code up top. Legal on the bottom. Yes, you might realize he looks like Hound because he was an e-hobby recolor of Hound in his original incarnation. So let's crack him open. As I'm cracking him open, please hit that like video if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. I come back with videos as often as I buy figures, which is too often for any sane person, but it keeps me happy. I hope it keeps you happy. Let me know in the comments below what you feel about the recolor coming out before the original one. The box is empty. So subscribe, like, comment, share. Let your friends know what kind of job I do. Tell me what I can do to do better. There's this garbage. That's garbage. We don't need that. Goodbye. And then we have some instructions. Now this should be... The Detritus here is basically just a retool, heavy retool, of the Legacy... Not Legacy, I'm sorry. War for Cybertron Hound. The Cybertronian Hound. That looked enough like Hound, regular Hound, to get me by, but this looks like dead-on Hound. So we'll see how it turns out in the future. Here we have this interesting color. It's almost flesh tone. It is a flesh tone, but it's mauve, I guess, with the color. Comes a little yellowish on the camera just because of all my skin is pink and whatnot. But yeah, it's calamine lotion. It's a color of calamine lotion, if you know what I'm talking about. And this is clear plastic painted calamine. Then we have this gold gun here. He's an arms dealer, a JUNKION arms dealer. I guess this rock just goes on there, like so. That would be his, or Hound's, Detritus's shoulder cannon. And then there's his gun. I don't think there's a way of attaching that to the back, is there? No, I don't think so. Anyway, we can set that down for the side. Let's get him opened up. The rumors for this are that... Or rather, there was a rumor floating around. I don't know if it's still a rumor. I don't think it's been confirmed that we are not getting this particular retool as Hound, or Hound as this particular retool. I doubt that is the case. I really seriously doubt that's the case. I can see that they're going to need more Studio Series figures. I think it's just a case of them releasing this beforehand and not having a spot in the Studio Series right now. So we will probably see it, just not immediately. I'm sure they're going to drag out some releases just to keep a line going. And because the line is popular, I mean, the 86 Studio Series is very popular. And it's also just retools of pre-existing figures, most part. Now, this is gold plastic. It doesn't, that's the first thing I'm going to show. We got a little bit of swirly down there. That's concerning. We see the swirl there in the plastic, and his chest is gold plastic. So we have two big parts of gold plastic. Recent gold plastic haven't had issues, but then again, it isn't aged as much as the older gold plastic. So we'll see how it goes in the future. This here, there's 5mm hexagons there in the shoulders to plug his shoulder cannon on, because shoulder cannon and 80s. And he was a Diaclone. Hound's original mold was a Diaclone mold, so Detritus' mold was just Hound. So this is Hound. Have I explained enough? This is Hound. This is Hound. This is Detritus, but this will be Hound. This is our first look at the Hound retool. So there he is. First impressions. He's got that looks pretty spot on. The chest. I think that's our biggest retool, and the windshield. And now this paint here is also already worn off. Looks like it's painted black, or cast in black plastic, and then painted that color. And a little bit of that rubbing off on this guy here. Get that a little closer so you can see. There you go. You can see the chipping right there. Him being a Junkion, not gonna be a big deal. Now, I thought ahead and brought out my War for Cybertron Hound right here. And we're just gonna have a look at a few things. Number one, the gun's different. Shoulder cannon is different. Shoulder is the same. Guns are different, as we said. The side panels, basically he's just reshelling. The feet are the same. Thighs, the same. Now, we get a little different here, but that's more with the reshelling. Of course, with the chest is different. The head is different. I'm sure Hound's going to look more like this than like this. This here is more militaristic, Cybertronian. And then the square noggin of our Hound boy. Wheels are different. Transformation is probably going to be exactly the same. Then, of course, we have the canopy here and the little windshield, and then we have the bigger windshield here. So that looks like it's going to be some slight retooling there. It's not re-engineered, because it's still using the same... Well, it's still using part of the same pin. There is some retooling there with that, because the canopy is different. So yeah, basically it's just a reshell. So transform this guy. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can pull this off. Try not to make this video go too long, because this is basically a figure we've seen, and the more interesting version of this mold will be Hound. Paint chipping here and there. So to do this, we just pull that up. This is clear plastic. This is actually two pieces of plastic there. It utilizes the 5mm pegs to peg that into. That's pretty cool. Those arms will go in like so. We just flip that back. These are going to do a ratchet out. No, there's a strange thing that these do, and I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh, yeah, that's what it does. And of course, these pieces here. On Hound, anyway, doesn't seem like they have as much clearance on this guy. On Detritus. Yeah, they just flip around to create our Willits Jeep. Ooh. And these will flip inward to create seats in a moment. We just gotta pop our tabs in. That's one. That's two. That goes in there. That goes in there. This piece here resembles a seat slightly. Not quite. It feels like this might be a case of maybe they won't really release the Hound because this doesn't seem as good. And I transformed that wrong. It just doesn't seem as good as the as spot on as some of the Studio Series molds have been. I feel like they need to retool this portion here. I could see it end up being a deluxe when all is said and done. So I could see the rumors of... Yeah, I gotta fix that. Oops. And this is our third version of the mold, third version. Look at this mold already, so I could see some pegs of degradation, but then again, they probably reworked the molds lately. There we go. Now, as I'm transforming this, there is some paint chipping I see. Yeah, that needs to come off. What the heck? I always gotta see how these actually fit in there. Yeah, we got that. We got that. Oh, they just peg in like that? That doesn't seem right. So the bifoot, that's how they go. I'm gonna transform another one to see later on to see how. If that's... Yeah, there's not even a peg there for that. Oh, there is one. That doesn't want to stay in. That peg's there. It's been a while since I transferred that Hound mold. He just sits there on my G1 shelf. And these here have pegs in the forearms that go into there. There we go. And there is Detritus. And we could plug his weapons in here and here. Or here. Armored up. But I could see them adding extra pieces to him. And making him a deluxe. Just because that is a poor excuse for a seat. And the seat was clearly visible in Hound. I know he's a little out of whack, they're a little twisted. But once more, this is Detritus, not Hound. Detritus. Pretty good looking figure. He's going to be hard to come by. Him being the last wave, he's not going to be available in brick and mortar stores, especially. Look for him online. I got this guy off of Amazon, or I pre-ordered him off of Pulse, one of the two. I pre-ordered him. I've had him for a while. I'm a little late to the game here. This guy's probably been reviewed 100,000 times before. But this is not specifically a review channel. This is a... basically, what's in the box channel? It's an unboxing channel. And it's my first impressions of it. Is it a good figure? He's as good as... What does he have? I just realized this. He has an Autobot symbol on him. Why does he have an Autobot symbol on him? Autobot there, Decepticon here. I guess because he's a mercenary. I always thought he's more of a... I guess they didn't want to put the mercenary, the War for Cybertron mercenary faction symbol on him. I wanted to give him something more traditional. So they just slapped two different faction symbols on him. Get back in there. But that's Detritus. You see him? Buy him. Add him to your Junkions. Basically, he's like Swindle, but pinker. Alright, once more, thank you for watching. If you are still watching at this point, please like and subscribe to this video. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is a good mold, or if you're expecting a whole other mold for Studio Series Hound, which I'm sure will come out eventually. But once more, and as always, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.